want to welcome everybody to another edition of the 7-Minute Fix. Today we're going to be using PowerPoint to make an image for a sermon series. Now the first thing I'm going to do is change the aspect ratio of our slide to 16:9 or widescreen. I'm going to delete the preset fields that PowerPoint has in there, and then I'm going to go and format the background. Now ultimately, I save background images whenever I see them, whenever I like that's cool. I have a folder in my pictures that says backgrounds. The one we're going to use today is just a black and white brick wall. I'm going to close that. Now I have a brick wall background. I'm going to insert some text. So I come up to Insert, Word Art. I'm just going to pick one of the designs that I think is going to look good with what I have in mind and type in my title. We're going to create a series called Elect Exiles, a series on 1 Peter. So first I'm going to change my font. Now a font is a huge deal. If you don't know how to use defont.com or Squirrel Font and pulling new fonts, that's something that really can help you in imagery, and we'll share more about that later on 7-Minute Fix blog. Just getting that the right size. And now I'm going to copy and paste it. Okay, now PowerPoint does have some nice tools that you can use. What I'm going to try to do is kind of square these up, and I want the title to match up. First what I'm going to do is expand the font size so that the title is the same size. If you notice, I'm using my left and right button and it's not matching up exactly on the E's. So I'm going to come up here to Draw, Align, choose my grid settings, and where it says Snap Objects to Grid, I'm going to unselect that. So now if you notice, it moves at a much smaller increment and can be much more precise. Changing the character spacing, again, just to make it fill and justify, I want those ends to meet. I'm going to do the same thing for Peter. I'm going to bring it up by Exiles. And that's close enough. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Now, ultimately, I just want to show you a few elements that you can do. We've created a background image, we've put some text on there. Now we're going to do a glow on our text. Under text effects, you can do a shadow, you can do a glow. Under glow options, you can select the color of the glow that you want. You can select the size and the transparency. The size is good, but the transparency, that's entirely too colorful. So if I slide my transparency slider over, you see it becomes a little bit more faded, a little bit more discreet of an option. I just want a faint glow on there for some color. That's going to be good. Now what we're going to do is insert some shapes. Now you can right click on any shape, format the shape, and you can change the fill, the line. I don't want a line. On the fill, I'm just going to do a texture. And this texture here looks a little bit like my font. So I'm just going to select that. It doesn't match perfectly, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Insert a circle. Now again, all of these are elements that you could do much more refined in GIMP or Photoshop. but you may not have those. You may have PowerPoint, and the idea here is that you can still do a nice graphic without those, you know, multi-$100 programs. Stick my first in that little circle. Looks like the font needs to be just a little bit smaller. And there we have it. That's a simple title slide for a series, Elect Exiles. I'm going to select these shapes and do a little bit of a little glow on those as well. And now what I'm going to do is save this as a JPEG. You can select JPEG instead of PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to change the name of my file. When you click, I'll just put it on the desktop. When you click Save, it asks if you want to do every slide or the current slide only. We only want that current slide. It's going to save that image, but just to look at it, here is an image for Elect Exiles, a series on 1 Peter. So thank you for signing on to this week's edition of 7 Minute Fix. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to let us know. We'll see you next time.